Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Ravens Rock. My name is Phil, and in today's live stream, we're going to be continuing our journey with the Blood Bowl team from last week. So I'm all built up, and today I managed to get them all primed, undercoated, and ready to go. So today, we'll make a steady move along and hopefully get some paint down on these. So I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, first day back in work. I hope you've all got a drink and some snacks ready as we work our way through these snotlings. Got my big cup of coffee. So, first up, we are going to be working through the pump wagon. First little bit is we're going to use some contrast paint. GW says you can't paint vehicles with contrast. Well, this is a vehicle and we're going to be painting contrast. So, get that shot properly. There we go. So a little pump wagon. It's all the wooden bits I'm going to be doing in the contrast snakebite leather. I'll leave all the mushrooms, get all them done afterwards, and the counterweight rock at the back, and the metalwork. So we've got two of these, so I'll get one done, see how that's drying. Might pop onto the other one, start chucking some contrast down on that whilst we wait for that to dry. We'll start doing some of the metalwork. Oh, actually, before we start, let's get some music on. Just going in the background. So I am using my Spotify again, so if any adverts pop up or out like that, I am sorry. There we go. I hope the audio's okay there. Right, let's get started. Get the one coat down on this. It does tend to be quite light, or I've found out when I've done other scenery. So we'll see how we get on with it. I might just shade it down with a bit of Nuln Oil, something like that, or an Agrax earth shade. Or I might just end up give it a second coat just to darken it down that little bit. Here we go. Good evening, Spud. Yes, G. Welcome to the stream, pal. If any of you like your orcs, you want to go check Spud out on YouTube and check his out. Absolutely awesome. It helped inspire me a bit to get some orcs done. Hopefully I don't let him down with them. I'll see how we get on. Bit much on that. I know I'm not the greatest painter out there. Some of you guys watching will do a million times better than what I can do. If I can not so much inspire, but any tips or anything like that, hope you can pick something up from the streams. Just work our way around. Try and not let it pull too much. Like I said, I might end up doing a second coat, so the bit thicker that it goes on, probably the better. All that I've found with some of the terrains I've been doing, because it's a lot of wood. I'll try and work through this pretty quick. Hopefully it'll dry quicker if we can move on. It is quite warm in this room. I really should be using a wet palette when I start doing the painting. I did order one, and when it come, I didn't think to check the size of it, and it's probably about as big as my cutting board. So unless I'm doing a lot of, not so much speed painting, but a big batch paint, it's probably perfect for that, really. But I'm working through just on one of my live streams, like we're going to be doing most Mondays now, work our way through these and onto some of the other stuff that I've got and ordered. I'll probably end up buying not so much a decent one, but a better sized one. Work our way through. Picking any up now. There we go. Slap this on. Just move it about. Try not let it pull too much where you don't want it to. It's not too bad as long as you keep it moving around. So it's a bit dark, I'll leave it in some of the recesses. So. Get this top bit done. I'll just hold it up to camera a bit closer just so you can, that's a piece of metal there, just so you can get a gist of how this covers. And with the wood grain that's in the miniature, it sits in there quite well. Way around. Getting all these gaps around there. There's a few holes in the top. Make sure you get in there.
Why not try a free meditation to help ease your
There we go, our first advert. So, hold that up a little bit close. Get used to this camera angle. There we go. So you can just make out focus. You can see some of the wood grain. It just sits in there quite well. Camera angle this week that I've got, a little bit of feedback out from my first stream last week. Obviously it was camera angle, it was my first week, and I just wanted to get that for show over and done with. Get rid of the nerves. That build up. Oh, I've got to get my stream out. And, yeah. So one of the feedbacks I had off one of you guys was obviously the camera angle, because it was coming from the side. You couldn't really see that much. So I managed to get from work ordered nice new camera mount for the webcam, which is now clamped to the desk, and obviously you get a better top-down view rather than from the side. But hopefully you guys can see how much of a mess I'm making. But joking aside, it's a lot better. You can see the actual angle near enough from how I can see. That top down. So a lot of the guys that I follow and on their channels, and they've got this. It just looks so much, not all the more professional, but a bit better. You can actually see. Actually, that's dirtying down quite enough. Doesn't look too bad. Might not have to go that extra shade. We'll see once it's had a bit longer to dry. And the contrast I'm using, obviously I said snakebite leather. It's supposed to be more for, as the name says, leather, but I don't know, it just seems to work on wood. Let's see. On a big block of wood like this, actually, how it comes out. But yeah, quite happy how that's covering at the moment. In the chat, Mr. Mugwump, good evening, pal. How are you? Hope you've had a good day. We're just working our way through these. Let's see how far we can get this evening on the stream. Missed a bit already. Carried away. Always good, thank you. Oh, got a really big cup of coffee today. It'll keep me going. Obviously on this pump wagon you get 4 little snotlings that go on it, and there is no way in hell that I'm good enough to even attempt to paint them whilst they're on it. So we'll work our way around, and manage to keep them separate. And I'm undercoated. I just use some old Vallejo paint bottles, a bit of blue tack on the top. I got them undercoated earlier. I used a different undercoat than what I normally use. And normally, I think we've been newly back to the hobby just over a year now. Tends to be, oh, it has to be Games Workshop, it has to be Games Workshop. So I was primarily using Games Workshop paints, undercoats, pretty much everything. And one of the guys recommended the Army Painter one. It was a little bit cheaper. But from how it applied, personally, it was brilliant actually. Yeah, I was quite impressed with the coverage and also the spray on it. The spray was more like a mist, which took to the models quite well. See what sort of finish I get with the painting. Obviously, like I said, my painting's not as good as some of you. I said pretty much all of you guys. But see what sort of finish I can get over the top of it. Three of you in the chat, what the hell? I'm flying tonight. Appreciate every one of you being here. Any of you guys hobbying tonight, or are you just chilling and watching? Yeah, I'm checking now. And normally you'd have your model on a base so you can use your painting handle. But with this little bad boy, there's no chance that I'd never get back underneath the wagon to paint all the wood. It's staining lovely that now. You can see, obviously if you have the base on, you won't be able to reach right in. I mean, on some models it really doesn't matter, you're not going to notice it, obviously once they're on, but at the end of the day you know it's there. That bit of metal, wood. I think that's going to be wood as well. See that anyway, but I think the belt for the wheel, we'll go back over that. With a different colour, just so that stands out a little bit. keep looking our way around. Make sure some of it's sitting in the recesses there. Been having a think. Must have been planning these ones out today. I've got pretty much the colour scheme for the uniforms and that. I've got an idea of how I want them. Just the wagons with the obviously it's supposed to be a barrel that's been chopped up. What we're going to do is we'll do one of them. You've got the struts here, all the metal work, the actual struts. And we've got two wagons, just so there's a bit of distinction between the two of them. I'm going to do one as with the iron breaker, so I can't think of the name of the pen, which is like a silvery colour, and we'll put a wash over the top of that just to age it down a bit. And I managed to pick up a new pen, a coppery colour. Hash nut copper. It's a bit more of a goldy copper. We'll see how that one comes out. And yeah, we'll try that, just so there's a bit of, like I said, distinction between the two of them. Let's look our way around here. You don't have to be super tidy through this bit. I mean, if you rush it, because you'd be going over that bit anyway with the with your metal colours. Try and keep an eye out, make sure I'm not missing anything. Just as we get under this, under the barrel at the front. See, build effect. It does work. So yeah, you can use contrast as a vehicle pen. Obviously, I don't think they actually meant you can't use it as it. It meant more towards your vehicles, mainly in 40k, your big flat panels. I've seen some of the guys use them, even on them, and they come up really well. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the models you've paid for them, you can paint them how you want. As long as you're happy with your paint job and how it's gone, then it don't matter what anybody thinks. Not quite quick, this one, huh? We're done with this one. Okay. Let's try and miss the emblem at the front there. That's a bit there. So, wheel here. Get it on there. Sink towards the top on that bit there. It's sitting more towards the bottom there. It'll give it a natural sort of like highlight. Well, not highlight, a shading, I should say. This bit done. Make sure not moved any before we move off onto the front bit. So like all these bits, I've left white around there, they'll all be metal. And the mushrooms.
Having trouble falling asleep? Why not try a free meditation to ease your mind, body, and peaceful
Onto this front bit.
The Sleep Meditations for Women podcast is your home for guided meditations that will lull you into dreamland. Meditations like relax your body into sleep and when you can't sleep are just a click away. Tap now to listen to the Sleep Meditations for Women podcast right here on Spotify.
Some guy called Peter managed to jump a skipping rope over 12,000 times in an hour. Really? It's a world record.
The adverts on this Spotify.
Well, we think he'd like Spotify Premium. Instead of just 6 skips an hour, Premium gives you unlimited skips, so you can jump between tracks as much as you like.
Yes, please.
Tap the banner. Go on, do it for Peter.
Let's work our way around this bit. There we go. So the only trouble now, where obviously it's not on its base, shaking like that, but I'm going to struggle to hold it still now, without it being on a paint handle. You'll see when we move on to the Schnocklands in a bit how much easier it is. Try and get it in all these cracks right here. There we go. Straight out the pot. Let's just get it on there. Normski, welcome Normski. Look at them fingers go. You're more the painting or the shaking, pal? I'm not sure if we'll get the full 2 hours tonight, but we'll see how far we can get. With the snorkelings, it's get 2 of everything in there. We got half of it done. I managed to finish the other half off the next day. Just chilled out in one of group chats. Now I'm done. Obviously painting them, it's a whole different kettle of fish. It's not so much painting at this stage with the contrast paints. Yeah, it's a paint, but you're more staining. Like the old meme, paint me like one of your French girls. And you just dunk them in. No oil. There you go, you're done. Stick around that side. Bits of wire. Not get anything on that ribbon there at the moment. The team colours are going to go on that. It's quite a pale colour. I don't want to have to go back over it unless I have to. And with the metals, it don't matter too much. Because, like I say, the metals cover so much. It's got much more pigment in it anyway. It'll cover these stains a lot better. So you can afford to be a bit sloppy around those bits, but like I said, just around them bits, just need to take that little bit of care. He says and touches it. So yeah, hopefully this week, guys, this angle's a lot better for you. You can see a bit more. Get right up in that edge of the symbol. Put a second coat over that first bit, just darken this bit down. Not fully dry, but it's near enough. too bad. There you go. So yeah, you can paint a vehicle with contrast. So just set that one aside. The other one we'll be working on tonight. We're going to work our way through focus. Probably not, because we've been white. It's not going to focus that great. Probably get a bit more of a view as we work our way through it. And we've got the little stilt guy. So while that contrast is just drying on the wood on that one, I'll get all the little wooden bits on this one done as well. I'll just flick between the two. You can see, obviously it's miles better when you've got your painting handle, and a proper painting handle, not the new ones that they've brought out. You can't get these ones now. The new ones look more like a bloody butt plug. And supposedly they won't fall over. Obviously that's only a small miniature, but it's quite sturdy. You sit it down, you can even leave it. The new ones are prone to falling over. Just the shape of it's a lot more top heavy, and then obviously you have your model on the top. I mean, they are plastic, they're not a great weight, but if he's doing one of the old metal models, you know, no chance. Let's work our way around all the wood on this one. Let's see where we're at on the other one. Like with these ones, I was obviously like on the stream last week, you got so far, and then obviously you don't want the next live stream basically doing the same thing again. It would just be building the other half, because it makes exactly the same. Obviously with these miniatures there's 2 of each one. So over the next couple of weeks we'll just see how far we get. Let's do a different one each week, throughout the week when I get a chance, I should say. I could finish off the second one, which is the same, just at my own time, just so you guys are seeing something a little bit different. week. These stilts a little bit thicker, so it'll go darker than it has done on the wagon. Let's see. Like that. Not in the chat. Spod, why did you want to start YouTube? Good question. Basically, it come down to, I think I covered it last week, but I didn't go too much into detail. Basically, it's the same reason why I got back into the Warhammer. With my PTSD, ended up through therapy, asking what sort of hobbies I did as a kid, what I used to do to calm me down, and Warhammer was one of them. So it got recommended back to me, and I didn't really go into it thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and met a great group of guys through YouTube. We're on a Discord chat together, and it just inspired me, really. Like I said, I didn't really go into it thinking, oh, I'm going to do YouTube and blah blah blah. But yeah, it helped me that much, and I thought, if I can give something back in a way, if it helps one person, me rambling on, painting and building, then I'm happy, you know. Like I said, I know I'm not the greatest, but no matter where you are on the ladder, you're always in front of someone else. And if it helps someone else, then so be it. Off we go. Well, spaghetti or pass? it's the same, isn't it? Spaghetti or pasta? Pasta, but not just any pasta, the gluten-free pasta. I'm not gluten-free myself, my partner is, so hence we are. But no, it did taste better. For me, it's not stodgy. Favourite tasting pain? I don't know, I've not tasted pain. Unlike you, my friend. The Spud was doing one of his live streams and decided to drink his paint water, which was funny. It did make me laugh. There we go, there's our stilts. So, see a little bit better there. Stilts done on that guy now. Let's see how we're doing on here. pretty much dry on that, and sod's law, just noticed I missed a bit. Yeah, just up inside the wheel here. Slow us down too much because you can't. I'm not really going to be touching that anyway. There we go. Random person. Welcome to the stream, random person. Why did you go for snotlings? I don't know. It's like I was saying last week. I'm more of a 40k guy, but I got into the Mortal Realms magazine, so I was collecting that, building them up, painting them. I'll be doing some of them on the stream. So I got more back into the Age of Sigma sort of time, and then with the Blood Bowl, it's orcs or humans, and the orcs just stand out so much more for me personally. And then it comes down to either like the Black Orcs or the Snotlings. And the Snotlings, just for me, had that bit more character. Absolutely crazy looking ones. Yeah, they just look more fun to play the game with, really. It causes much havoc. And not so much as like going to win a game. Obviously, you win a game, it's better. But yes, that's it, really. I'm not really sold on this copper, actually. We'll roll with it. We'll see how we get on. I should really sort it out with pings or something when a question pops up. I'm sorry. I'm painting away, obviously concentrating. Chat starts going off, and obviously I'm not answering you guys, you know why. next bit as well, that dries. Let's see how this goes. The copper, so when it dries, I'll get a wash over it. Sometimes that makes a hell of a difference. Or did you get stung? Yeah, I got stung twice, Gnomsky. Nice to see some of the CWG guys in here. Good group of lads. So when I got back into it, that's the Chilling Gamers Network. That's the guys that I got onto. Always a bit of banter going somewhere. But yeah, a really good group of guys. I think that's what's not so much different, but there's definitely a lot more social behind the game. I mean, obviously, like when I was doing it 20 odd years ago, there was nothing like Facebook or anything like that. So if your mates didn't do the hobby, you can't find new mates. No, but yeah, it's a lot better now. Overly sold on this copper just yet. We'll see what it's like. So it kind of disappears against the burn. But yeah, when it's highlighted or that shade on it, and then come in with a silver as an edge highlight, that might help make it pop up a little bit. We'll just do around the rim of the tyre. Or wheel, I should say. I'm going to leave the middle, that's going to go team colours. Obviously it'll alternate between the two wagons. So one will have the right in a certain colour, and then the background the other colour, and then reverse it for the other wagon. Tunes to pick it up. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Is it right? Just getting the settings right on everything at the moment. It's a bit more trial and error more than anything. We're going to go with the copper. I think that's for that one at the moment, so we'll just leave that one to one side. Let's get some skin done on this guy. Let's start giving a little snot and a bit colour. Don't want to make crappier brushes. That's right. Let's get base colour down on this guy. The base colour, we're going to go with a Calder Sky. That's blue. A bit darker than we actually want. And we'll come in with a highlight of the Lothian blue. You can see the contrast between the two. And then we'll come over with a wash over the top. Just to tie them together. Here we go, point no return. Oh, it's dark.
power struggle following in its wake. As the brokers, it's Liquid family's job to make sure everything runs smoothly. One mistake, and they lose everything. But the bigger the risk, the greater the profit. 000
What darker
on Sky.
than I was hoping with this, actually. Come in, have to highlight, and there's a dry brush. Let's hope it manages to pick it out that little bit better. Obviously the darker blue will sit more in the recesses. There we go. Try and leave that inside of the ears. So I'm going to go more of a flashy colour anyway. Just underneath the nose as well. So like on the stomach, there's like a natural little, these little fat belly pops out, not yeah. That's it. I'm going that over his belly and come over that and build that back over some layers. And top of his head done. I did do a test with this colour, but it didn't come across this dark last time for some reason. was thinking I'm probably not watered it down enough. No. Let's see what it's like. Once we come in with our dry brush. And that's drying. Just pop back onto the other one and we'll do the rest of the metal on this guy. Just with your normal lead belcher. An hour and 10 minutes already. So now we've got all our metal bits. So you've got a winch up in this side. It's got a little latch just off the side there. Check. Probably a bit easier. Just coming through this bit here. There we go. Take time to make all these bits. God, you don't know any meat for the singing, Jesus Christ. After once I saw try to sing you a Bolton accent, bloody hell. So that's that bit done there. So there's a winch on the inside though, which once the little guy who sits inside is on there, you won't really see it anyway, but like I say, I'll know it's there. I'd rather paint it just in case you don't know. wire there. Just trying to figure out which bit's a wire, which is the ropey bits. Hoping that blue's looking a bit lighter as it's drying for some reason. I'm glad of that, really. I've done 2 little tests, well, not so much testers. I had a moon boss on a cave squid. Well, you only really see a little bit of the skin on that guy. Like I said, I did not so much. It is a tester, but I really liked the model of the Gretchen one, so I did that in a blue. Both of them turned out a different blue. So, I mean, I really should.
When it comes to my favorite TV shows, I've got a lot to say. So much that I've been wanting to.
If you're doing a tester, just make a note of actually which colours you've used, or to which you're mixing them, how many parts you're mixing, just in case. Oh, I like that one, and you can't remember what mix it actually was. It takes you forever. Can't look it bloody back out again. Work our way just around this bit, and then hopefully, I mean, it's quite warm in here, so that guy should be pretty much dry soon anyway. Okay. Get on with a dry brush, see if it'll just make it pop that little bit. Yeah, it's starting to come up a lot better now. When you first start doing them and you're a bit unsure of the colours and you're like, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, and then just as you get to a certain stage, you actually start to see what you actually had envisioned in your head. Yeah, there's definitely rope there, same with top. So I'll literally just get around this side now, and we'll have some of my drink, and then we'll have a look at getting some dry brushing done on our little snotling. I think we're gonna. I'm not so much bothered if we finish it tonight or not. It's just like we'll just progress along. And we'll see how far we can get as a journey together with you guys. Hopefully, you're getting some hobbying done whilst you're watching. The copper don't look too bad there now. Oh, I don't know. Right out of the way. That way. I get used to the bloody camera angles on here. The copper. Just shining away. So we'll sort that out. On there. And iron obviously pops out a little bit more. That's one side now. Good. Cheers, pal. Thank you very much. Like I say, it's still work in progress. Obviously, the more starts coming together, the more it'll tie it all in. And hopefully, we can save this little guy. Doing which one of my dry brushes to use. Get in with that one. No. So we'll move on to our Morphium Blue. Just do a nice dry brush with that. Just a bit on your brush. Sure. And like bet 90% of it off. Let's see. There we go. That's better now, yeah. Really should have done this before I'd done bloody stilts, because we're going to end up going over that now. lightly going over, and then when you want a bit of a lighter colour, just press down that a little bit harder. So the knuckles are. Let's see if I can. No, it's not going to focus on this. Get some proper pictures up of it, but that camera's not going to focus on that. Just rinse and repeat with that till we get our desired effect. There we go. Oh yeah, happy with that now. Hopefully you'll be able to see a bit more on the back there. So we just go over lightly. As you can see, just the darker blue, obviously the brush is hitting it, so it'll just stay in those recesses a little bit more. Press down that a little bit harder. And just pops it out that little bit more. Gives it a bit more of a natural highlight. We'll put a wash over this anyway, just to tie them together. Probably as that dries, we'll probably come back over it again with another wash. Just a really, really light dry brush, just to bring that just to make it pop that little bit more again. Concentrate a bit more on the top. Definitely see it a lot more on the back there. There we go. You just see, just in the creases on his back where it's that little bit darker. You'll definitely see it a bit more when I put some of this wash on. Got Drakenhof Nightshade, Vallejo colours, not many. It's mainly some that was given to me from a friend. Brush is probably a bit too big, but it's just one of the cheap, nasty brushes for washes. Work our way around with this. Just into all them nooks and crannies. we'll darken it back down again. Oh. There we go. I'm just going to miss that belly button out there, then the belly area, just because I'm going to go a lighter colour there anyway. Just give it that flesh tone. So I don't want to darken it down too much if I'm trying to lighten it. So it has darkened it back down again, but you can just about see the details a little bit better. You can see where his belly is, it is that bit lighter, but we'll let that dry off, and then we'll come in with a like a Reichland flesh shade. No, don't want to attempt it. I'll leave that for now. Just because I don't want to, when I come in with a dry brush over it all again, I don't want to be messing it all up. So, we will. I get the mushroom done at the front of here. Do it, the colour, the skin. Let's get a Lothian blue, water it down just a little bit. Just delicately, just look at it way around. Just be mindful of the gaps that's in the mushroom. I don't want to be filling them. It's a bit watered down. So running in there, just filling it up and go. So that pops out a little bit. That's got our blue there. What a bit of blue on that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Dry enough. A couple of minutes. What can we be doing on here? Just want to try the team colours on this ribbon on the side of the wagon. To see how it pops. against this wood. And don't worry, it's not pink. Genestealer purple. We'll come in just with a couple of layers just to build it up. On a nerve there, fucking I'm shaking like mad. There we go. It's better. That's not too bad. Quite subtle actually. I'll leave that to dry. Not deep, it is. Just get a bit of that watered down a little bit more. Do the wheel. Let's work our way around this bit. Make an absolute mess, probably. Just get a base. The second coat will cover it a lot better. So this out a little bit. Something to key to. Build it up in the layers. Too worried about the lettering on the wheel just yet. It's more the other edges. I'll be going over that last anyway, so we can tidy that bit up anyway. Just gonna get that bit nice and flat. They don't look right once it's done up. We can always coats over it again. See how our little snotlings getting on. Hopefully that's dried enough. Yeah. And just rinse and repeat the dry brush that we did earlier. Lothian blue again. Just come in with a light, really light dry brush now. That should just help it. There we go. And we'll come in with the dry brush now. This leaves the really deepest parts of dark blue. Building it up just to get that desired shade that you want, then. There we go. Don't do too much in that one because obviously it's underneath. It's going to be a bit more natural shading on that bit.
By 40 seconds. The last time it was 2 minutes. And now I know what it'll take to make it next time. Fail, learn, win. Fight where you belong. Start army dogs.
Go. So once we've got that bit done now, I just wanna run back over the wood. reinstate that bit, get that blue off there. Because we're doing a second coat over the top, might as well go over the whole thing. Because if that bit's obviously having another coat, it's going to be darker a lot. So I might as well match it all the way down. There we go. Right. Let's think of what else we can get done tonight. In fact, I think we'll leave it at that, because I don't want to be touching the belly too much just before that blue's had a chance to properly dry off. So, I think we'll call it a night there. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Thanks guys for everything in the chat. More than welcome. Got questions or even a tip, help me improve, feel free to put it in there. If you've enjoyed yourself and you've liked the content or just like hanging out, chilling out, just chatting away while we're painting and hobbying, please leave a subscribe and a like. Hit the bell notification so you get them all. I know YouTube's playing up at the moment, so not everyone's notifications are going through. But yeah, thank you once again. I've had an absolute blast. I enjoy doing this. It's a whole new side to the hobby that I've never done before, and I'm enjoying it. So thank you guys. So hopefully I'll see you all again next week. Thank you and take care.